Fiddler on the Roof. Sounds crazy, no? But here in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka's our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word. Tradition!
Tradition, 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 tradition.
Because of our traditions, we've been able to keep our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered, and we always wear these little prayer shawls. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition start? Well, I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition, and because of our traditions, everybody knows exactly what they have to do.
Must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has a right as master of the house to have the final word at home? The Papa, tradition, the Papa, tradition.
So the way to make a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home. We must raise a family and run the home. So Papa's free to read the holy book. The Mama, tradition. The Mama, tradition.
At 3 I started Hebrew school. At 10 I learned a trade. I hear they picked a bride for me. I hope she's pretty. The sons, tradition. The sons, tradition.
Circle of our little village, we've always had our own special types. For instance, you enter the Matchmaker.
Avram, I found a perfect match for your son, a lovely girl.
Who is it?
Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter? She's blind, she can hardly see.
Now tell the truth, Avram. Is your son really so much to look at? The way she sees and the way he looks, it's a perfect match.
And Reb Nahum, the beggar.
Alms for the poor.
Here, Reb Nahum, is 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck? Last week you gave me 2 kopecks.
I had a bad week.
So if you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar, of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
village. They have a much bigger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Magistrate, His Honor many others. We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. And among ourselves we get along perfectly well. Of course, there was a time when he sold him a horse, but he delivered a mule. That's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace and harmony.
It was a horse.
It was a mule.
It was a horse.
It was a mule.
Horse.
Mule.
Horse.
Traditions. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
Mama, where should we put these?
Put them on my head. But so foolish girl, where's Papa?
In the barn milking. When will Papa be home?
It's almost Sabbath and he worries a lot when he'll be home. All day long, riding on top of his wagon like a prince.
Mama, you know Papa works hard.
His horse works harder. And you don't have to defend your Papa to me. I know him longer than you. He could drive a man crazy. He should only live and be well. Spencer, bring me some more vegetables. Did you finish milking?
Yes, Mama.
You were reading again. Why does a girl have to read? Will it get her a better husband? Here.
Maybe she's finally found a good match for you, Seidel.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost Sabbath.
Go finish in the barn. I want to talk to Yenta alone.
Mama, can I go out and play?
You have feet. Go.
Can I go too?
Go too.
But Mama, the man she finds, the last one was so old, and he was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl without a dowry cannot be so particular. You want hair, marry a monkey.
But after all, Mama, I'm not your 20 years old.
Shut up! Do you have to boast about your age? Do you want to tempt the evil eye? Inside.
Golda, darling, I just had to see you because I had such news for you. And not every day in the week news. Once in a lifetime news. And where are your daughters? Outside? No? Good. Such diamonds, such jewels. You'll see, Golda, I'll find every one of them a husband. But you shouldn't be so picky. Even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband, God forbid. And who should know better than me? Ever since my husband died, I've been a poor widow, alone. Nobody to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. It's no life. All I do at night is think of him, and even thinking of him brings me no pleasure because you know as well as I, he was not much of a person. Never made a living, everything he touched turned to mud, but still, better than nothing.
Good evening, is Saito in the house?
But she's busy, you can come back later.
There's something I'd like to tell her.
Later!
Oh, Mom, I thought I heard you.
Finish what you were doing. I said later!
All right.
What does that poor little tailor Muddle want with Seidel?
They've been friends since they were babies. They talk, they play.
Play? What do they play?
Who knows? They're just children.
From such children come other children.
Model, he's a nothing.
Children. They're your blessing in your old age. But my Aaron can never give me children. Believe me, he was good as gold. Never raised his voice, but otherwise, not much of a man. So what good is it if he never raised his voice? But what's the use in complaining? Other women enjoy complaining, but not Yenta. Not every woman in the world is a Yenta. Well, I must be off to prepare my poor Sabbath table, so goodbye, Golden. It was a pleasure speaking our hearts out to each other.
But Yenta, you said good news for me.
Oh, I'm losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether and a horse will kick it into the mud and goodbye, Yenta. Of course, the news. It's about Lazar Wolf, the butcher. Good man, fine man, and I don't have to tell you that he's well off. But he's lonely, the poor man. You understand? Of course you do. To make it short, out of the whole town, he's cast his eye on Zytel.
My Zytel?
No, the Tsar's Zytel. Of course you're Zytel.
Such a man for my Zytel! But Tevye wants a learned man. He doesn't like Lazar.
Listen to me, Golda. Send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Lazar discuss it himself. He'll win him over. He's a good man, a wealthy man. True? True. So you'll tell me how it went, and you don't have to thank me, Golda, because aside from my fee, which anyway Lazar will pay, it gives me satisfaction to make others happy. What greater satisfaction is there? So goodbye, Golda, and you're welcome.
What did she want, Mama? When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish folding your clothes.
I wonder if Yente's found a match for you.
I'm not anxious for Yente to find me a husband.
Not unless it's Model, the tailor.
I didn't ask you.
Seidel, you're the oldest. Yente has to make a match for you before she can make one for me.
And after her, one for me.
And me. So if Yente brings...
Oh, Yente.
Well, somebody has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves.
She might bring someone wonderful.
Someone interesting.
And well-off. And important.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the bell. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the of all I see.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, look at these two. Why must I wait? What can I do? Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book. Tell me what, where, when, and who. For Papa, make him a scholar.
For Mama, make him rich as a king.
For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Buy me a pie, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark of the moon, to find me a match on my own.
Since when are you interested in a match, Chava? Thought you just had your eye on your books. And you have your eye on the rabbi's son.
But why not? We only have one rabbi and he only has one son. Why shouldn't I want the best?
Because you're a girl from a poor family. So whatever Yente brings, you'll take. Right? Of course right. Huddle! Oh, Huddle, have I made a match for you? He's handsome, he's young. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice man, good catch. True? True. I promise you'll be happy, and even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what. Huddle, I found him. Will you be lucky bride? He's handsome, he's tall, that is from side to side, but he's a nice man, a good catch. Right? Right. You heard he has a temper, he'll beat you every knock, but only when he's sober. So you're alright. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I'll do the best I can. With no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you got a man.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time.
Up to this minute, I misunderstood that I could get stuck for good. Dear Yenta, see that he's gentle. Remember, you are also a runt. It's not that I'm sentimental. It's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, matchmaker, plenty of plans. I'm in no rush. Maybe I've learned playing with matches. A girl
Today, I am a horse. Dear God, did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's bad enough you pick on me, your friend Tevye, bless him with a life of poverty, 5 daughters. But what have you got against my horse? Sometimes I think when things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, what kind of mischief can I play on my friend Tevye?
Huh? You're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Well, hurry up. The sun won't wait, and I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. Dear God, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, that it's no shame to be poor. But it's no great honor either. So what would have been the trouble if I had maybe a small fortune? If I were a rich man, yeah, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard, yeah, if I were a bitty-bitty rich, yeah, man, I'd build a great tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There could be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And would teach love land like a trumpet on the ears, as if to say, here lives the man. If I were a rich man, yeah, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard, yeah, if I were a biddy-bitty rich, man. I see my wife, my golden, looking like a rich man's wife, with a proper double chin, so providing meals to our heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Aye, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important man in town will come to pardon me. They will ask me to advise them, like a song in the wise. If you please, Reptalia, pardon me, Reptalia. Posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I'd discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, yeah, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, to work hard. Yeah, the Lord who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
For the Sabbath.
I'm sorry, I had a little accident with my horse.
Tevye, you didn't bring the rabbi's order.
I know, Reb Mendel.
Hey, you got my orders for Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Terrible news from the outside world. Terrible.
What is it?
What does it say?
In a village called Regenta, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted the land, maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen. Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
It was an edict from the authorities. I only read it.
May the authorities start reaching places they can't even reach.
Amen.
Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? All you do is curse and chatter and don't do anything. You'll all chatter your way into the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No.
And where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student in the university there.
Aha, the university. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned that there's more to life than talk. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it lands in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
He's right.
He's right. And he's right. How can they both be right?
You know, you are also right.
He's right. He's still wet behind the ears. Good Sabbath, Tevye.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, then.
Good Sabbath.
Tevye, the rabbi's order. My cheese.
Of course. So you're a newcomer here, Reb.
Perchik.
Perchik. As Abraham said, I'm a stranger in a strange new land.
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot.
And the cheese?
Of course. Here, have a piece.
I have no money, and I am not a beggar.
It is a blessing for me to give.
Very well, for your sake.
Thank you. You know it's no crime to be poor.
In this world, it is the rich who are the criminals. Someday their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
Ah, and who will make this miracle come to pass?
People. Ordinary people.
Like you?
Like me.
Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes, Reb Perchik, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters. I have 5 daughters.
5
daughters.
Girls should learn too. Girls are people.
A radical.
I will be willing to teach them, open their minds to great thoughts.
What great thoughts?
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our times.
I am a very poor man. Food for lessons? Good. Stay the Sabbath with us. Of course, we don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but somewhere it says something about chicken. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children!
Good Sabbath, Papa.
Yeah, Perchik, this is my oldest daughter, Simon.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine. And this is mine. And this is mine. This is mine, and well, this is not mine. Perchik, this is Model Console, and he's
So
a tailor.
you did me a favor and came in.
This is also mine. Golden, this is Perchik. He's a student in the university at Kiev. He'll be staying south with us. Would you like to take lessons from him?
I am really a good teacher. A very good teacher.
I heard once the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of 1.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The wit she gets from me. As the good book
The
says.
good book can wait. Get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother.
Model, you're also eating with us. Another blessing. Sidle, 2 more. Shrin Sabielka, get washed.
Model can help me.
Get the table. Hava, you go too. You can watch outside at the well. Tabia, I have something to say to you.
Why should today be different?
Tabia, I have to tell you.
Shh, I'm praying.
Lazar Wolf wants to see you.
The butcher? About what?
I don't know. Only that it's very important.
What can be important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, see him and talk to him.
If he's thinking about buying my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tabia, don't be an ox. A man sends an important message. The least you can do is talk to him.
What's to talk about? He can't have my cow.
Talk to him!
All right. I'll talk to him after the Sabbath. I'll talk to him.
Model, Yent was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, there will be a match, and then it will be too late for us.
Don't worry, Saito. I have found someone to sell me his used sewing machine. So in a few weeks, maybe I'll save up enough to buy it. And then your father will be impressed with me.
Model, a few weeks may be too late.
But what else can we do?
You could ask my father for my hand tonight. Now.
Why should he consider me now? I'm just a poor tailor.
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Saito, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. Well, yell at me.
Model!
I'm just a poor tailor.
Model, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
Where is everybody? Late, where is everybody?
Raptavia? Raptavia.
Come in, children, we're lighting the candles.
Raptavia.
Yes, Motel. Well, Motel, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Raptavia.
Good Sabbath. Come, children, come.
What's the occasion? Are you getting ready for a party?
There may be a party. Maybe even a wedding.
A wedding? Wonderful. And I'll be willing to make the wedding merry. lead the dancing and so forth, for a little fee, naturally.
Naturally. A wedding would be no wedding without you and your fee.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We'd like a drink. Sit down again.
Vodka? Schnapps?
Vodka.
Right away.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tevye.
What are you doing here so early?
He wants to buy my milk cow. Reb
Tevye, sit down, have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Tevye?
How should it go?
You are right.
And with you?
The same.
I'm sorry to hear that.
How is your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing very well.
Ah, he wrote to you.
Not lately.
Then how do you know?
If he was doing badly, he would write.
I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Yes, I do, but there's no use talking about it.
Well, why not?
Why, yes, why should I get rid of her?
Well, you have a few more besides her.
That's true, but today you want one, tomorrow you may want two.
Two? What would I possibly do with two?
The same as you do with one.
Tevye, this is very important to me.
Why is it so important to you?
Frankly, well, I'm lonesome.
Lonesome? What are you talking about?
You don't know?
We're talking about my milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow, so I won't be lonesome.
What's so funny?
I'm talking about your daughter. Your eldest daughter, Tsaito.
My daughter, Tsaito?
She comes into my butcher shop every Thursday. She's made a very good impression on me. I like her, and as for me, Tevye, well, as you know, I'm very well off. I have my own house, a good store, a servant. Look, Tevye, why do we have to sit here and try and impress each other? Let's shake hands on it and call it a match. And you won't need a dowry for her. And maybe you'll find something in your own purse, too.
Shame on you, shame! What do you mean, my purse? My daughter is not the sort I would sell for money.
All right, we won't talk about money. But the main thing is to get it done with. And I will be good to her, Tevye. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? You can have a pleasant conversation with him if you talk about kidneys and livers. But, on the other hand, not everybody has to be a scholar. If you're wealthy enough, no one will call you stupid. And with a butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. But he has a problem. He is much older than her. That's her problem. But she's younger. That's his problem. I always thought of him as a butcher. Maybe I misjudged him. He's a good man. He likes her. He will try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, Tevye, that's wonderful. Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you.
No, my friend. To you.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To good health and happiness. And most important, to life, like I am, to life. Here's to the father I tried to be.
Here's to my bride to be.
Drink like I am, to life, like I am, to life. Life has a way of confusing us,
Blessing and bruising us.
Drink like I am to life. God's words like us to be joyful, even when our hearts lie panting on the floor.
How much more can we be joyful when there's really something to be joyful for?
To life, like I am. To title my daughter.
My wife! It gives you something to think about.
Something to drink about. Drink like I am.
To life! Rip North God!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Drinks for everybody! I'm taking myself a bride! Tevye's eldest Saito! To ladies and gentlemen, to Tevye!
To title your daughter.
My wife!
May all your features be pleasant ones, not like our present ones. Drink
We will be related. You will be my papa.
Your papa? You know, I always wanted a son. But one a little bit younger than myself.
Good evening.
See you later.
What is this celebration? Teddy is marrying off his eldest daughter. May I offer my congratulations, Debbie.
Thank you, Honor.
I have a piece of news. I think I should tell you, as a friend. And I'm telling you this because I like you. You are a decent, honest person, even if you are a Jewish dog.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's not every day a man gets a compliment like that. And your news.
We've received orders that sometime soon, this district is to receive a little unofficial demonstration.
A pogrom? Here?
No. Just a little unofficial demonstration.
How little?
And nothing much. Just some mischief, so that an inspector comes through, he will see that we are doing our jobs. I mean, personally, I don't see why there has to be this trouble between people. But I thought I would tell you, and you can tell the others, eh?
Thank you, Your Honor. You're a good man. If I may say so, it's too bad you're not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Fabio. Always joking. Congratulations again about your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Goodbye. Dear God, did you have to send me news like that today of all days? I realize, of course, we're the chosen people. But once in a while, couldn't you choose someone else? Anyways, thank you for finding a husband for my title. L'chaim.
Now, children, I will tell you the story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and then we will discuss it together, all right? Good. Now, Laban had 2 daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. And Jacob loved the younger Rachel and asked for her hand in marriage. Laban agreed if Jacob worked for him for 7 years.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob worked for 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter Leah. Now you see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us that you must never, ever trust your employer. Do you understand?
Yes, Perchik. Yes,
Good. Now starting here,
Papa's enough yet. No, Mama. Then enough lessons. We'll have to do Papa's work for today. How long can he sleep? He staggered home last night and fell into bed like a dead man. I could barely get a word out of it. Put that away and clean the barn. Call me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
Do you think so?
Although I'm not sure if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son?
My little sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know about him, except that he's the rabbi's son? Would you be interested in him if you were the shoemaker's son or the tinsmith's son?
At least I know this. He doesn't have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Well, certainly, any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he was not speaking to you personally.
You have spirit, even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is just a rusty tool. Good day, Hoddle.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl, but of course that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions. Nothing must change. Everything is perfect exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over but here. Men and women must keep apart. Boys and girls must keep apart, must not even look at each other.
I'm looking at you.
You are very brave. But do you know that in the city, boys and girls can be affectionate without the permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances. Like this. I learned in Kiev. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
just changed an old custom.
Yes, well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day, Perchik.
Prince, what's your name?
Huddle, Papa.
Where is Sergeant?
She's in the barn.
Call her out. How did the lessons go today, Patrick?
I think we made a good beginning.
Good.
You're finally up! What happened last night? Besides your drinking like a peasant, did you see Lizard Wolf? What did he say? What did you say? Do you have news?
Patience, woman, patience. As the good book says, good news will come and bad news will refuse to leave. And there's another saying that goes...
You can die from such a man!
Sergeant, my lamb. You are to be congratulated. You are going to be married.
Married?
What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it!
The butcher?
Oh, my heart told me this was our lucky day! Oh, dear God, I thank thee!
And what do you say, Sergeant?
What can she say? My firstborn a bride. May you grow old with him in fortune and honor. Not like Fruma Sarah, that first wife of his. She was a bitter woman, may she rest in peace, but not like mine Seidel. Oh, and now I must thank Geta, mine Seidel a bride!
Mazel tov, Seidel.
Mazel tov, Seidel.
You call that a muzzle tov? And you, Red Burchick, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Seidel, for getting a rich man.
Again with the rich. What's wrong with being rich?
It's no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
Then may the Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. Seidel knows I mean only her welfare. Am I right, Seidel?
Yes, Papa.
There you see.
I see. I see very well.
Seidel, why are you so silent? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa!
What? What is it?
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I can't!
But we made an agreement, and with us an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important to you than I am, Papa? Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days.
But what's wrong with Laser? He likes you.
I will be unhappy with him. All my life will be unhappy. I'll do anything.
All right. I won't force you.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
It seems it was not ordained that you should have all the comforts of life, or that your mother and I should have some joy in our old age after all our hard work.
Reb Tevye, may I speak to you?
Not now, Motel. I have problems, please.
But I would like to speak to you.
I have problems. Go away.
That's what I want to speak to you about. I think I can help.
Certainly. Like a bandage can help a corpse. Go away, Motel.
At least listen to him, Papa.
All right. You have a tongue. Talk.
Reb Tevye, I hear you are arranging a match for Zeitel?
He also has ears.
Well, I have a match for Zeitel.
What kind of a match?
A perfect fit.
Perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match was made exactly to measure.
Perfect fit, made to measure. Stop talking like a tailor! Tell me what is it!
Please don't shout at me, Reb Tevye.
All right, all right. Who is it?
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 It's me. Myself.
It's him. Himself. Either he's completely out of his mind or he's crazy. He must be crazy. What are you, the matchmaker, the bridegroom, the guests all rolled into one? I suppose even more to perform the ceremony yourself. He must be crazy.
Please don't shout at me, Reb Tevye. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it sounds a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy.
Times are changing, Reb Tevye. The thing is, your daughter and I gave each other our pledge over a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa. We gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America. And what do you think you're doing? You stitcher! You nothing! And who do you think you are? King Solomon. This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I will not, I cannot allow. Tradition, marriages must be arranged by the papa. This must never be changed. One little time I pull out a prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Don't I have something to say about my daughter? Does anyone have to ask a father anymore?
I want to ask you for some time, Anatevka. But first, I want to
stop talking nonsense! You're just a poor tailor!
That's true, Anatevka, but even a poor tailor's entitled to some happiness! I promise you, Anatevka, your daughter will not starve!
He's beginning to talk like a man. But what kind of match would that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest hard worker. But on the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. But that means things can only get better for him. They cannot get worse. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him, she wants him. Look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition! Well, children, when shall we make the wedding?
Thank you, Papa.
All right, Anatevka, you won't be sorry.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. Modern children, they pledge their troth. Golda. Golda. What am I going to tell Golda? What am I going to do about Golda? Help!
Molly, we're wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonders, miracle, miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side and miracles, miracles, walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle, miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, God took a tailor by the hand, turned him into the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought could never be. God has given you to me.
What?
Help!
Tevye, wake up! Tevye, what's the matter with you? Why are you howling like that?
Where is she? Where is she?
Where is who? What are you talking about?
Fruma Sarah, the butcher's first wife. She was standing there a minute ago.
Fruma Sarah, Tevye, Fruma Sarah's been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt and I'll tell you what it meant.
It was terrible.
Tell me.
All right, only don't be frightened.
Tell me!
All right, this was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt that we were having a celebration of some kind. Everybody we knew was there, and musicians too. In the middle, in walks your grandmother Zeitel. May she rest in peace.
Grandmother Zeitel? How did she look?
For a woman who was dead nearly 30 years, she looked very good. Naturally, I went up to greet her, and she said to me,
A blessing on your head.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
To see your daughter wed.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
And such a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor Matzel model. A worthy boy is he.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
A pious family.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
They named him after my dear Uncle Mordecai. The tailor Matzel.
A tailor? She must have heard wrong. She meant a butcher.
You must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You mean a butcher, Grandma, but there's a wolf.
I mean the tailor Anatevka, my great-grandchild. But I don't know who you need for me. God's bride was meant to be. For such a match to pray. Mazel tov, mazel tov. In heaven it was made. Mazel tov, mazel tov. I find a dancing boy, a comfort and a joy. The tailor Matzel.
But we made a bargain with the butcher.
We made a bargain, Grandma, to our neighbors. We made a bargain, Grandma. But you lazy wolf.
That's your headache. Little wolf, I say to you, Tavka, that's your headache too. Mazel tov, mazel tov. It's having such a shock. Mazel tov, mazel tov. It's such a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor Matzel.
He is a butcher.
The tailor Matzel.
His name is Laser Wolf. The tailor Matzel.
Woman is this, by right you're saying a shake and it's
Yes, I could.
why not? Could be mistaken. It's a butcher's wife, comes from beyond the grave. It's a butcher's dear darling, departed wife. Sarah, what is this about your daughter marrying my husband? Would you do this to your friend and name her Fruma Sarah? Have you no consideration for a woman's feelings? Handing over my belongings to a total stranger. How can you allow it? How can you let your daughter take my place, live in my house, carry my keys, and wear my clothes, girls? How can you allow your daughter to take her place? Such a learned man as Tavia wouldn't let it happen. Tell me that it isn't true and then I wouldn't worry. Say you didn't give your blessing to your daughter's marriage. Let me tell you what would follow such a fatal wedding. If Siamese lays a wolf, she'll live with him for 3 weeks, and when 3 weeks up, I'll come to her by night. I'll take her by the throat, and this will give you sight, that will give you sight, this will give you sight. Here's my wedding present if she marries Laser Wolf.
And to think it was all brought on by that butcher. If my grandmother Seidel, may she rest in peace, took the trouble to come to us all the way from the other world to tell us about the tailor, all that we can do is hope that it is all for the very best and couldn't possibly be any better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mazel tov, mazel tov. Like Grandma Seidel said, mazel tov, mazel tov. We'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor Matzel.
We haven't got the man.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
And we began.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
But since your grandma came, she'll marry. What's his name?
The tailor Matzel.
Right.
The The tailor model comes on. The tailor model comes on.
The tailor model comes on. Thank you.
Please, I got to get headache.
Did you hear? Tabby Seidel's going to marry Model, not Laser Wolf.
No.
Yes.
Seidel is marrying Model?
Yes.
No.
Mazel tov, Model. Mazel tov, Model.
What's all the excitement?
Tabby Seidel's going to
I
marry.
know, Lazar Wolf, the butcher.
No, Model, the tailor.
Model, the tailor. I must go see it.
Imagine, Seidel's marrying Model. I can't believe it.
What's wrong with my son, Model?
Excuse me, Shango, Mazel tov.
Model, Shango.
Yusel, do you have a wedding hat for me?
Lazar Wolf ordered a hat, but it's not cheap.
I got his bride. I can get his hat.
Then come, Model, I'll show you.
Oh, Hava, could you watch the shops for a few minutes? I'll be back shortly.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Hava.
Come, Model, come.
Oh, Hava, we just heard about your sister, Mazel tov.
Mazel tov,
Thank you very much.
Mazel tov, Hava. Mazel tov, Hava.
Please, may I pass?
Why? We're congratulating you. Mazel tov.
All right, stop it.
What's wrong with you?
Just stop it.
Now listen here.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. I'm sorry about that. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I've often noticed you in the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. Would you like to borrow this book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about us the way they feel about you? I didn't think you would.
What do you know about me?
Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow, charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright, and very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things I shouldn't. Go ahead, take the book. It's by Heinrich Heine. Happens to be Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
You're quite right. Good. After you return it, I'll ask you how you like it, and we can talk about it for a while. Talk about life, how we feel about things, and it can all turn out quite pleasant.
Can I help you, Fiedka?
No, thank you.
Oh, Fiedka, you forgot your book.
No, it's mine.
Thank you, Hava.
Good day, Hava.
Good day.
Fiedka.
Fiedka.
When did
My friends, we are gathered here to share the joy of the newlyweds, Model and Sidle. May they live together to a ripe old age. Amen. Amen. Here comes our beloved Rabbi. May he be with us for many, many years.
Amen to that.
Amen. Now I want to announce that the bride's parents have gotten the newlyweds the following. A new feather bed. This pair of goose pillows. Goose pillows. And this pair of candlesticks. Now let us not in our joy tonight forget those who are no longer with us, our dearly departed, who lived in pain, in poverty, in hardship, and who died in pain, in poverty, in hardship. But enough tears. Let us all be merry and content like our good friend Lazar Wolf, who has everything in the world, except a bride. But Lazar has no ill feelings. In fact, he's gotten the newlyweds a gift that he would like to announce himself. Come now, Lazar.
Like you said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I would like to offer to the newlyweds 5 chickens. One for each of the first 5 Sabbaths of the newlywed lives.
On behalf of my daughter and her new husband, Motel, I accept your gift. There is a famous saying that...
I'm not paying your thought. I don't have to listen to your saying.
If you just listen a moment,
Why should I listen to you? A man breaks an agreement.
Not now, Lazar, in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What right? It's not your wedding.
It should have been.
Rev Lazar, don't shame Rev Tevye at his daughter's wedding.
But he shamed me in front of the whole village.
Shah, quiet. The rabbi. Rabbi, say something.
I say, let's sit down.
We all heard the wise words of the rabbi.
Now I'd like to sing a song that...
You continue to these chickens! The tongues won't settle! Once a butcher, always a butcher.
My grandmother came to me from the grave and said her grandma was a big fat liar.
What's all this screaming about? They drank on it. An agreement. A sign. It's all nonsense. Sidle wanted to marry Model and not Lazar.
A young girl tied for herself?
Why not? Yes, they love each other.
No? Terrible. He's a radical.
And what happens to the matchmaker?
I say.
I know. Let's sit down.
Musicians, play, dance, a dance. Come on, dance. It's a wedding.
Stop wedding.
What are you doing?
Who will dance with me?
That is a sin.
It's no sin to dance at a wedding.
That is what happens when you bring a wild man into your house.
He's not the wild man. His ideas are a little crazy, granted, but...
It's a sin.
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
Well, Rabbi?
Well, it's not exactly forbidden.
There you go!
And it's no sin. Now will someone dance with me?
Huddle.
It's only a dance, Mama.
Play.
Wow!
came at a bad time. The orders are for tonight, for the whole village. I'm genuinely sorry. You understand?
I understand.
Jump!
Well, what are you all standing around for? Clean up.
Take him inside.
Clean up. That was quite a dower you gave my daughter Tzeitel at her wedding. But was it so necessary? Anyways, Tzeitel and Motel have been married almost 2 months now. They work very hard, but they are poor as synagogue mice. But they are so happy, they don't know how miserable they are. Motel keeps talking about this sewing machine. God, I know you're very busy. Floods, revolutions, plagues, all the little things that bring people to you. But maybe if you got a chance, could you take a moment away and get it for him? How much trouble would that be? Oh, and while you're in the neighborhood, my horse's left leg. Am I bothering you too much? I'm sorry. As the good book says. Why should I tell you what the good book says?
Please don't be upset, Hoddle.
Why should I be upset? If you must leave, you must.
I do have to. They expect me in Kiev tomorrow morning.
So you told me. Then goodbye.
Great changes are about to take place in this country. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So naturally you feel that you personally
Not only me, many people. Jews, Gentiles, many people hate what is going on. Don't you understand?
Yes, I understand. Of course. You want to leave. Then goodbye.
Huddle, your father, the others here, think what happened at Silas' wedding was a little cloudburst and it's over and now everything will be peaceful again. It won't. Horrible things are happening all over the land. Pogroms, violence, whole villages are being emptied of their people and it's reaching everywhere and it'll reach here. Don't you understand?
Yes, I suppose I do.
I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
Then goodbye, Perchik.
Before I go, there's a certain question I wish to discuss with you.
Yes?
A political question.
What is it?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question?
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between a man and woman known as marriage is based on mutual beliefs, a common attitude and philosophy towards
And
society.
affection.
And affection. This relationship has positive social values. It reflects a unity and solidarity.
And affection.
And affection. And I'm personally in favor of it. Do you understand?
Yes, Perchik. I think you're asking me to marry you.
In a theoretical sense, yes I am.
I was hoping you were.
Then I take it you approve, and we can consider ourselves engaged, even though I'm going away? I'm very happy, Howard. Very happy.
So am I, Perchik. What's the matter?
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I would die for, someone that I could live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wondering kind of life?
I was only out of sight, waiting right here.
Who knows tomorrow? I will send for you as soon as I can. It'll be a hard life, Otto.
But it will be less hard if we live it together.
Yes. Good evening, Anatevka. I have some bad news. I must leave this place.
When?
Right away.
I'm sorry to hear that. We will all miss you.
But I also have some good news. You can congratulate me.
Congratulations. What for?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa, we're engaged.
No, you're not. I know you like her, she likes you, but you're going away and you're staying here. So go in good health, and my answer is no.
Please, Papa, you don't understand.
I understand. I gave my permission to Motel and Seidel, so you feel you're right. I'm sorry, Perchik, I really am, but you're going away, so go and be happy, and my answer is still no.
You don't understand, Papa.
I'm sorry, Huddle, I really am. But we'll find someone else for you, here in Anatevka.
Anatevka, we're not asking for your permission, only for your blessing. We're going to get married.
You're not asking for my permission.
But we would like your blessing, Papa.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing for what? For going over my head. Impossible. At least with Motel and Seidel, they asked me, they begged me, but now if I like it or not, you'll marry him. So what do you want from me? Go on, be wed, and tear out my beard and uncover my head. Tradition, marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This must never be changed. One little top might pull the thread. Where has it led? Where has it led? To this, a man tells me he's getting married. He doesn't ask me, he tells me. But first he abandons her.
He is not abandoning me, Papa.
As soon as I can, I will send for her and marry her. I love her.
Love. It's a new style. But on the other hand, our old ways were once new, weren't they? But they're doing this without parents, without a matchmaker. But on the other hand, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. It seems these two have the same matchmaker. They're going over my head, unheard of, absurd. For this they want to be blessed, unthinkable. I'll lock her up in her room. I couldn't, I should. But look at my daughter's face, she loves him. Tradition! Well, children, you have my blessing and my permission.
Oh, thank you, Papa. You don't know how happy this makes me.
Thank you, Papa.
What will I tell your mother? Another dream?
Perhaps you could tell her something like, I'm visiting a rich uncle. Something like that.
Please, Perchik. I can handle my own wife. Golden! Golden! Good. I've just been talking to Huddle and Perchik.
Well?
Well, they seem to be very fond of each other.
Well?
I've decided to give them my permission to be married. I have to go inside and...
Just like this, without even asking me.
Who asked you? I'm the father.
He's a pauper. He has nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I hear he has a rich uncle. A very, very rich uncle. He's a good man, Golden. I like him. He's a little crazy, but I like him. And what's more important, Huddle likes him. Huddle loves him. So what can we do? It's a new world. Love. Golden. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? With our daughters getting married and these troubles in the town, you're upset, you're worn out, go inside, what do I do? Maybe it's indigestion.
Golden, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I
time I met you was on a wedding day. I was scared,
I was shy,
I was nervous,
so was I.
but my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. So now I'm asking Golden, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love him?
Well,
Start with him. 25 years, my bet is his. If that's not love, what is?
then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know.
Please, I'm still suffering the headache. Please.
Old Seidel, darling, guess who I just saw? Your sister Chava with that Fiedka, and it's not the first time I've seen them together.
You saw Chava with Fiedka?
Would I make it up? Oh, and Seidel, I happened to be at the post office today, and there was a letter there for your sister Huddle.
Wonderful, I'll go get it.
I got it! It's from her intended, Perchik.
Oh, wonderful. Huddle'll be so happy. She's been waiting. But it's open.
So it happened to be open? Rivka? Remember Perchik, that crazy student. Remember at the wedding when Seidel married the model and Perchik started dancing with Tevye's daughter Huddle. Well, I just learned that Perchik's been arrested in Kiev.
No.
Yes.
Huddle, wait till I tell you. I have some news.
Remember Perchik, that crazy student. Remember at the wedding he danced with Tevye's Huddle. Well, I just heard that Huddle's been arrested in Kiev.
No, terrible, terrible. Do you remember Perchik, that student from Kiev? Remember how we acted when Seidel married Lev? Well, I just heard that Model's been arrested for dancing at the wedding. No, in Kiev. Never.
Remember Perchik with all his strange ideas. Remember Seidel's wedding when Tevye danced with Golda. Well, I just heard that Tevye's been arrested and Golda's gone to Kiev.
No! God forbid. She did it! She did it!
Listen, everybody,
Remember Perchik?
Yes.
Who started all the trouble?
So?
Well, I just heard from someone who should know.
What?
That Golda's been arrested!
How to start Kiev.
Model studies dancing!
Tevye's learning string.
Spritzer has the measles!
And that's what comes from men and women dancing.
You have to wait for the train, Papa. You'll be late for your customers.
Just a few more minutes. Is he in bad trouble, this hero of yours? Arrested and convicted?
Yes, but he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself. Everything he does is for humanity.
But if he did nothing wrong, he would not be in such trouble.
Papa, how can you say that? What wrongs did Joseph do, and Abraham and Moses? And they had troubles.
Yes, but why don't you tell me where you're going?
It is far, Papa. Terribly far. He is in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia? And he asked you to leave your father and mother and join him there in that frozen wasteland?
No, Papa. He did not ask me to go. I wanted to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work. It is the greatest work a man can do.
But Huddle, baby.
Papa.
How can I hope to make you understand?
perform a marriage out there in the wilderness.
I promise you, Papa, we will be married under a canopy.
No doubt a rabbi or two was also arrested. Well, give him my regards, as Moses will be yours. Tell him I rely on his honor to treat my daughter well. Tell him that.
Papa, God alone knows when we shall see each other again.
Then we shall leave it in his hands. Take care of her. See that she dresses warm.
You got it!
I got it!
Beautiful.
I know.
Have you tried it yet?
Look!
Beautiful.
I know. And in less than a minute. And see how close and even the stitches are?
Beautiful.
I know. From now on, my clothes will be perfect. Made by machine. No more handmade clothes. Rabbi. Look, Rabbi, my new sewing machine.
Oh, mazel tov.
Rabbi, is there a proper blessing for a sewing machine?
There's a blessing for everything. Baruch atah Adonai, sing a sewing machine. Amen.
Amen. And the baby, how is the baby?
Oh, he's wonderful, Mama.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Fiedka. I came for the shirt. It's ready.
Steve's already sewing machine.
I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good day. Good day, Fiedka.
How does it work?
You see, it's an amazing thing. You work it with your foot and your hand.
I will, but I'm afraid.
Hava, let me talk to your father.
No, it would be the worst thing. I'm sure of it.
Let me try.
No, I'll talk to him. I promise.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good day.
Good day. What were you and he talking about?
Nothing. We were just talking. Papa, Fiedka and I have known each other for a long time now.
Hava, I would prefer it if you and he were friends from a distance. You must not forget who you are and who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course. All of God's creatures on this earth have a name.
Fiedka is not a creature, Papa. Fiedka is a man.
Who says that he isn't? It's just that he's a different kind of man. As the good book says, each shall seek his own kind, which translates to a bird may love a fish, but where would they build a home together?
The world is changing, Papa.
No, Hava. Some things do not change for us. They will never change.
We don't feel that way.
We?
Fiedka and I. We want to be married.
Are you out of your mind? Don't you know what that means, marrying outside the faith?
But Papa!
No, Hava, no! Never talk about this again. Never mention his name again. Never see him again. Do you understand me?
Yes, Papa. I understand you.
You're finally here! Let's go home. It's time for supper.
I want to see Motel's new machine.
You'll see it some other time. It's late.
Quiet, woman, before I get angry. And when I get angry, even flies don't dare to fly.
I'm very frightened of you. After supper, I'll faint. Come home.
Golda, I am the man in the family. I make the decisions. I want to see Motel's new machine now. Now let's go can that miserable horse of mine complain about his leg? If I can walk on 2, why can't he on 3? I'm very upset about my horse. He's one of your creatures, and he has the same rights I have. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, and the right to work like a horse. Dear God, I'm sick and tired of pulling this cart. I know, I should push it a while.
Tevye! Tevye!
What is it?
It's Harva. She left home this morning. With Fyodka.
What?
I looked everywhere for her. I even went to the priest and he told me that they were married.
Married?
Yes.
Go home, Golden. You have work to do. I have work to do. We have other children at home. Go home.
But Harva!
Harva is dead to us. We will forget her. Go home. Little bird, little Chavalah, you were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were, Chavalah, Chavalah. Little bird, little Chavalah, and what's happening today? Everything is all a blur. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were, Chavalah, Chavalah. Accept them? How can I accept them? Can I deny my faith, everything I believe in? On the other hand, can I deny my own child? Can I turn away from my people? My God. If I try to bend that fall, I will break. On the other hand, no, there is no other hand. No, Harva, no.
Wonderful boys, both learned boys, and from good families. You couldn't do any better for your girls, just right from the top of the tree. But yet, my girls are still so young. And what do they look like? Grandfathers? Meanwhile, they'll be engaged, nothing to worry about later, no more looking around, their future's all signed and sealed. Well, which one for which one? What's the difference? Take your pick. He's in the house, wives, there's some trouble.
Girls, call your father.
Go home, tell your parents I'll talk to them. What's the matter? Why are you all gathered together?
Spoken to the
Constable today?
No, not today.
There are rumors in town. We thought because you knew him so well, you could tell us what is true and what is not.
What's rumors?
Someone from Salon told me there was an edict issued in Petrograd and all that. Shut
Quiet. Good afternoon, Your Honor. What's the good news in the world?
I see you have company.
They are my friends.
It is just as well. Where I have to stay is where there is also. Devya, how long would it take you to sell your house and all your household goods?
Why should I sell my things? Are they in anybody's way?
I came here to tell you that you're going to have to leave Anatevka.
And what did I do to deserve such an honor?
Not just you, of course, but all of you. Devya, I thought at first you could be spared, seeing as your daughter Chava married.
My daughter is dead.
I understand. At any rate, it affects all of you. You all must leave.
But this corner of the world has always been our home. Why must we leave?
I don't know why. There's trouble in the world. There's troublemakers.
Like us?
Not just you. Your people must leave all the villages. Zolodin, Rabalevka. The entire district must be emptied. I have an edict here that says you must sell your homes and be out in 3 days.
3 days? And you, who have known us your whole life, would carry out such an order?
I don't have anything to do with it. Don't you understand?
We understand.
And what if we refuse to go?
You will be forced out.
We will defend ourselves.
Stay in our home.
Refuse to leave. Keep our land.
Fight! Against our armies. I would not advise it.
I have some advice for you. Get off my land. This is still my home, still my land. Get off my land.
You have 3 days.
After a lifetime, a piece of paper and get thee out.
We should get together with the people of Zolodin. Maybe they have a plan.
We should defend ourselves. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Great. Then the whole world will be blind and toothless.
Rabbi, we've waited for the Messiah our entire lives. Wouldn't now be a good time for him to come?
We'll have to wait for him someplace else. Meanwhile, let's start packing.
He's right. I will see you before I leave.
3 days. I still have over 100 bottles of vodka. What do I do with them?
Where will I go with my sister, our parents, and our 3 children?
Well, Anatevka hasn't always exactly been the Garden of Eden.
That's true.
That's wrong. What have we got here?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A pot.
A broom.
Someone should have set a match to this place years ago.
A bench.
A tree.
So what's a stove?
Or a house.
People who pass their Anatevka don't even know they've been here.
A stick of wood.
A piece of cloth.
What do we live? Nothing much. Only
at a moment's notice.
Maybe that's why we always wear our hats.
Where will we live?
song, so we have enough money to join them.
Model, be careful with these. My mother and father gave them to us on our wedding day.
Come, children. Let me finish packing the clothes.
Golda, darling. I had to see you before I left because I had such news for you. Golda, darling, you remember I told you yesterday I did not know where to go, what to do with these old bones. Well, now I know. You want to hear? I'll tell you. Golda, darling, all my life I've dreamed of going to one place, and now I'll walk, I'll crawl, I'll get there. Guess where? You'll never guess. Every year at Passover, what do we say? Next year in Jerusalem, next year in the Holy Land. You're going to the Holy Land! You guessed! And do you know why? In my sleep, my husband, my Aaron, he came to me and he said, Yenta, go to the Holy Land. Usually I would not listen to him because, good as he was, too much brains he wasn't blessed with. But in my sleep, it's a sign, right? So, somehow or other I'll get to the Holy Land, and you know what I'll do there? I'm a matchmaker, no, I'll arrange marriages, yes! So I'm off to the Holy Land to help our people increase and multiply. It's my mission. So goodbye, Golda. Be well and go in peace. Maybe next time, Golda, we will meet on happier occasions. Meanwhile, we suffer in silence. Right? Of course, right.
Yeah. Come, Golda. We must leave soon.
Leave? Sounds so easy.
We'll all be together soon. Motel, Cycle, and the baby, they'll come too. You'll see. That Motel is a person.
And Hodel and Pershik? When will we ever see them?
Do they come visit us every Sabbath from Siberia? You know what she writes. He sits in prison and she works. And soon he will be set free, and he will turn the world upside down. They couldn't be happier. And the other children will be with us.
Not all.
All. Come, Golden. We must leave.
I have to sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor?
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Well, yeah, I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
Chagrin Falls, Ohio. My wife, from Sarah, may she rest in peace, has a brother there.
That's nice.
I hate him. But a relative is a relative. Well, goodbye, Tavia.
Are they finished inside?
Almost, Papa.
Papa!
Papa will see you.
I want him to. I want to say goodbye to him.
He will not listen.
But at least he will hear.
Maybe it would be better if I went inside and told Mama that...
Papa! Papa, we came to say goodbye. We are also leaving this place. We are going to Krakow.
We cannot stay among people who can do such things to others.
We wanted you to know that. Goodbye, Papa. Mama.
Yes, we are also leaving. Some are driven away by edicts, others by silence. Come, Ava.
Goodbye, Papa. Yet.
God be with you.
God be with you.
We will write you in America, if you like.
We will be staying with Uncle Abram.
Yes, Mama.
We'll be staying with Uncle Abram. We'll be staying with Uncle Abram. The whole world has to know our business.
Stop yelling and finish packing. We have a train to catch.
Golda, I don't need your advice. Cycle, don't forget the baby. We have a boat and a train to catch. Pielka, Sprinza, be ready.
Bye, Papa.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama.
Work hard, Motel. Come to us soon.
I will, Papa. I'll work hard.
Golda, we can leave this spot.
No, we can't.
All right, we'll take it.
We're going on a boat in the train.
Stop that. Behave yourselves. We're not in America yet.
Come, children, let's go.